replace the wheel on my 2016 F-150 Platinum. I do have a limited wheel on there, but I am changing it with the 2017 Platinum leather wheel. So we disconnected the battery here, the negative terminal, and we used a 10mm socket to get it done. You'd be taking off this bolt right here, just loosens up, shimmy off the negative terminal, and wait about 10 minutes. I'm waiting 30 minutes just to be safe, so that's probably the safe bet. Is just go and wait 30 minutes, so that way everything's just charged in the system, so you don't have any possible airbag deployment. Alright guys, now it's time to take out the airbag. I've already gotten it popped off, just so it's a little easier for the video. But what you want to do is you're going to use this hole right here. I use this meat thermometer. It was pretty skinny, and what I liked is it had a tapered end there. I initially had problems getting it in all the way into the rod that holds it down because it wasn't tapered and I was running into it. So what you do is just push it on in. You'll fill the rod, and I'll show you what happens to the rod when you push it in, but basically you'll release it from the hook, and you'll have to use your other hand to massage the airbag out. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. You'll see the hole there, and you just enter in the thermometer probe, or whatever you're using. Some people use like a skewer, like a wooden skewer, and push it in until you feel the rod. Push it all the way in until it releases, and then massage the airbag out. Okay. Once you do that, get it out carefully. Release the airbag, or get the airbag off of the steering wheel here. Woo. Okay, very carefully. All right, and so you'll see two plugs there in the back, right here. These little orange things. You'll take a small screwdriver and you'll depress them away from the airbag, and those two plugs will. Here we have our tiny screwdriver, and I'll show you how to release these plugs. So you just put it in there and pop it back, and it comes right off. Do it for the second one. As you can see, it's coming away from it, as you can see, just like that. This is to make sure it's focused. And then what you do is just take it and then pop it right off. So now the airbag is away from there. So what we'll do is, on this side over here, you'll see that there's a plug. Okay. Now, as you see, it's a part of the steering wheel, but we're going to take that off, and I'll show you how here. Show you what it looks like when it's on there. So it looks like that, but of course plugged in. And all I did was just grab it, slide it off, and it fell down here, so I could have a better space to work with. Here's the other end of the plug. As you can see right there, it's got a little catch on it. Okay, that little catch goes in this slot here. Just kind of push this up with your mini screwdriver, and then slide the plug out. And then place the airbag in a safe spot, face up. That way, if something does happen, it won't go through. Alright guys, now that the airbag's out, we can show you where the skewer is going when you pushing the rod in. So the skewer comes in, and then you're depressing the rod to get around these hooks right here. So make sure you push it in far enough to get around these hooks on both sides. There's no spring that pops it out. That's why you kind of have to massage it a little bit to get it out. Now I'll show you the inside of the steering wheel. These plugs that you see over here are for like adaptive cruise. The buttons over here, or whatever cruise you may have. Same over here. These are part of the buttons. This is of course to the airbag, and then these are part of the buttons over here and here. I do have a link to my other video which shows changing the trim. I'll put a link below. So this top plug and this bottom plug are what's going to have to be unplugged. So this one, it's on top. Just depress it and pull it straight back. Okay, and as you can see, the little tab is on top. Okay, these go to the airbag, they stay put, but when you take the wheel off, they'll come through the hole. I'll show you when we get to that point. For the one on the bottom, which I think is the heat control, from what I can tell from people that change out their steering wheels that don't have heat, that tab is on the bottom, as you can see here. Let's get this off here. Okay. All right, now the steering wheel is completely disconnected from the truck. Next, we'll get this bolt out right here. So we loosen this bolt here. Is a 15/16 bolt, and I've already loosened it, so we'll go ahead and unscrew it. And there it is. And now your wheel is free to take off. Just like that. New wheel on here. So let's get this out of the way by plugging it in. Snaps right in. We'll grab the bolt and put it on there. Okay, we'll tighten that as tight as our little arms can tighten. Okay, now that we've gotten the bolt tightened, we got the two plugs plugged in. Now we're ready to hook up the airbag. So we got the airbag all plugged in here, and then slid onto the little tab there, and then we got the two plugs that go in the back. Remember, they're color coded, so don't reverse the plugs. Okay, then we'll get it into position, and a couple quick little, and it clips right in, as you can hear the snap. Okay, massage it just to make sure it's all the way in. Right, give it a couple tugs, make sure it's not coming off, which it's not. It's in place. Horn won't work because the battery's disconnected, so you can push on it, making sure that it's good to go. Take off your plastic, and there you go. 2017 Platinum Premium Leather Steering Wheel. Alright, so now that all the fun work is done, we need to connect the negative terminal back to the truck. Okay, get it on there. Remember, it's a 10mm socket, and just tighten her down. Okay, once it's nice and tight, check it, make sure it's not going anywhere. And then once you're done, enjoy your new steering wheel. Start your truck and enjoy your new steering wheel, and make sure you have a swig of your most favorite alcoholic beverage. Y'all have a good one.